You don't think that the opinion by Mr. Peter Obi that he will spend just 4 years, you don't think it is valid? You don't think it is possible?
That means not that I don't think, I know, as a matter of fact, given my over 30 years experience in politics.
Ask Atiku. You have his contact. Ask Atiku my last discussion with him.
Make una see me see problem. I beg, I want to ask one question. All the money when Nigerian president and they borrow, waiting and they can do.
Hey, what up, guys? So on this video, I'm going to be talking about what is happening in the country, Nigeria, guys. Talking about our politics and everything that has been happening with the PDP, the APC, the Labour Party, ADC, and all of them. So guys, we had two people come talk about what we are to be expecting on our next election, which happens to be 2027. And you know, a lot of people have been debating or have been having a debate on this particular topic on who we think the best person is for the job, guys. Now, from the sides of channels, we had the likes of Afegbua, right, being interviewed by the channels TV, and you know, he came and he had a lot to say about Peter Obi not being credible enough to be the president of Nigeria, not being able to fulfill his words as coming for one tenor. You know, he said a lot of things I'm going to be talking about in this video. And we also had from another interview with Sheung, you know, interviewed a guy, Heron Shield, and Heron Shield had a lot to say about Peter Obi. And I'm also going to be showing you that in this particular video. I'm also going to be talking about present happenings with the Dangote groups right now. I'm also going to be talking about what is happening in a lot of states around Nigeria and across Nigeria. So just stay put with me on this one, guys. Now, onto the video, guys. Remember, I spoke about Peter Obi being a person of integrity on our previous video. Now we have Afegbua coming up to say that even if Peter Obi says he's going to rule for 2 days, that if he gets there, he's not going to rule for 2 days. But you know, we cannot actually tell till he gets there. Now, this person have said that he's going to rule for one tenure, which is 4 years. But a lot of people have come out to say that this is not true, this is a lie, and it's not going to happen because he's a politician. Politicians can come up to say that this is what they're going to do and end up not doing it, and they'll do something else, you know. So he came up and he was saying that, as a matter of fact, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, who happens to be the present president of Nigeria, is still going to continue from 2027 and he's going to finish in 2031. And you know, from my own thoughts, will anybody who is sane come out to say something like this? Because we are all in this same Nigeria. We're all seeing what is happening from the high neck, from what is happening with the country at large. Like, different things are happening. Our health sector is not working, our educational sector is not working, our infrastructures are failing. Like, a lot of things are not working, and now you still feel like this person coming another 4 years, there's going to be a difference. Like, I do not get it. But I'm not going to say so much because I'm going to be showing what he had to say, so you can see for yourself that a lot is really happening in the country. Now, guys, look at what he had to say.
Enough, so to speak, to support,
just 1 second, if you can hear me,
Bola Ahmed Tinubu, whose tenure is known by law that it will terminate 2031.
You don't think that the opinion by Mr. Peter Obi that he will spend just 4 years, you don't think it is valid? You don't think it is possible?
That means not that I don't think, I know, as a matter of fact, given my over 30 years experience in politics, active politics, I know that it is not possible. And when I say it is not possible, it's because of the kind of idiosyncrasies, you know, that we see in our politicians and political leaders. They will canvass one thing when they want to contest election, or even when they want to make a point, and at other times the contradiction will set in. Peter Obi cannot come in 4 years to say he wants to transform Nigeria and make the kind of impact that he has been canvassing, you know, going around the country talking about in 4 years, when he couldn't transform Anambra State in 8 years. In 8 years, his record in Anambra is not an El Dorado kind of rating. So why does he think that talking about 36 states of the Federation now, with all our complexities and all of that, that is going to make an impact in 4 years? For God's sake, please, even settling down to the business of governance will take you more than 1 year. That is just the truth, because this country is huge with all kinds of competing interests every now and then. So If they are saying this to cajole the people, to tell a lie to the people, to lie to them, well, I say good to them. But for those of us who are rational thinkers, those of us who are discerning in our own estimation of the politics of the country, we just laugh at them. How possible can you say you want to transform Nigeria in 4 years?
Well,
it's not possible.
Mr. Afegbua,
Even
that
8
also,
years, you are still going to be.
Now you have seen him and you have heard for yourself what he had to say. Now I'm going to also show you Henry Shield and what he had to say about Peter Obi, because he came up and he was talking about Peter Obi being a man of integrity, and he cited an example of when Peter Obi just became the governor, and in few weeks into the seat of being a governor, somebody came and offered him a land, and he refused, and he kept on his integrity from the beginning of being the governor of Anambra State to the end. There was no project that he started that he did not finish. There was no theft allegation tied to him. There was no money laundering tied to him. Like, he was an integrity man. Well, he was a man of integrity from the beginning till the end. And this is the same integrity he wants to practice as the president of the country. And he was giving a lot of examples. I'm not going to be saying, because I'm going to be showing you in the video so you can see for yourself and you can hear for yourself what he had to say about Peter Obi. So guys, this is the video.
Ask Atiku. You have his contact. Ask Atiku my last discussion with him. There is no politician on earth today, including Bala Mohammed, that will say, oh, Shield will come and genuflect before me. I'm not indebted to any of you. See, Peter Obi, Shehu, the truth of the matter is, Nigerian politics today is a business. Is a business. And if you look at this area that we stay now, if you look at this area we are now having this interview, and you look at another part of town, you will see that there is a disconnect between. Do you understand what I'm saying? Yeah. So the Nigerian political system is a total charade, is a business. Okay? For once, I have never seen that a politician, as a sitting governor, will be offered land free of charge and he will reject it. That someone will be in government office for 1 month, 1 year, 4 years, 8 good years, excuse me, and you cannot trace government funds into his personal.
And that's Peter Obi?
Yes.
And that's why you believe so much in him.
See, if we are going to save Nigeria from what we are in now, what we are in, and I don't think a lot of us realize the mess that we are in. We don't, because we think we are comfortable. A time is coming very soon that if you wear a nice shirt, they will see you as an oppressor. The boys on the street will see you as an oppressor. It doesn't matter whether you are APC, PDP, whether you are even non-partisan. That hunger level is getting to that level, is getting to that side. We have a man that we know, if we hand over the national resources to him, he will not steal our money. The money that is going into wrong places is the cause of the hunger.
Peter Obi is not a thief.
No.
He's not corrupt.
Absolutely not. He was my governor. He was my governor. You will not tell me about Peter Obi. I will tell you about Peter Obi.
You spoke about 2027.
Yeah.
And I like you. I mean, Peter Obi, it seems that a lot of people are thinking there's a problem. Is he in Labour Party? Is he in ADC? But I see that you talk about ADC a lot. Do you really believe ADC can deliver to Nigerians the opposition and the kind of challenge politically in 2027?
See, I don't know if I'm being faster than my shadows, but as of today, the only opposition platform today in Nigeria that has a slim chance to fight APC is ADC. The only one. You see, PDP, no matter the effort of the leaders, the true leaders, the genuine leaders of the party, the systemic members of the party, the institutional leadership of the party, directors, all those ones, most of them are picking their salaries from the other side.
What about Labour Party?
Labour Party is sold now.
To who?
It's sold already to the ruling party.
What about SDP?
What?
SDP,
the one that my friend was suspended by his NWC members. See, you are dealing with I don't want to say a vagabond party. You are dealing with a party that is not ready to play by the rules. Tinubu is not Jonathan. He is not Buhari. Those men had some little sense of decorum and decency in them. This one is brutal. It will not allow any. Look at when they wanted to register the new political parties by INEC, and they said there was something called ADA, right? When INEC published names of those that wanted to register, there was another name. They've already gone to register another ADA. This government is brutal. That is why when I look at Peter, when I look at El-Rufai, when I look at Atiku, I ask them a question: why are you people scared of confronting this government? What are you scared of? Prison? To hell with prison!
You are ready to go to prison.
What are you saying?
But why do you think that this government will throw anybody into prison?
Because they've been doing it.
With who?
With a whole lot of people.
Who?
Showore is my very good friend. I was in court with him last week. My own friend. Showore is my friend. I am proud to say it anywhere.
Who else? Has he been thrown into prison? The case of what happened in Kaduna, and I see what you said here. You said the invitation of Malam El-Rufai and other opposition leaders. I don't
even want to go to. This one is just some few hours ago. I wanted to bring out some list to you. This government does not brute any opposition. They are brutal because they know what they also did when they were in opposition. A man like El-Rufai had a meeting in Kaduna. Thugs went and disrupted the place. So do you know what that means? That means that we as citizens, we can no longer organize to plan to install government. But we are in charge as government. We will not allow you to do anything legitimate to remove us. Malami's vehicles convoy was attacked a few days ago. Jonathan as president had his campaign team stoned in Jos, in Bauchi.
And you blame Tinubu for it. Everything that is happening around the country by other people, you blame Tinubu for it.
Has Tinubu spoken about the attack against Malami, a former Minister of Justice? Please be sincere. Has he spoken against the attack on El-Rufai? Do you know what they've done? They've sent police to invite El-Rufai. And this is the time that I am calling the opposition leader that you should step out. Some of us have gone into retirement from protest. For 8 years of Buhari, I protested. I was shot at the Unity Fountain. I am not afraid of any of them. And I am saying that the opposition leaders need to come out and confront Tinubu. It is time.
Let me ask you.
A man will wake up on the day of inauguration. You remove fuel subsidy and throw the country into turmoil. That's number one. Number two, you remove electricity subsidy. Number three, you either shut the border or you close this one. You are making life miserable for Nigerians. But, and opposition leaders are keeping quiet. Bro, I am challenging them. Everybody, come out. Let us go and confront the villa.
Now, guys, you have heard from him. Now that you have listened to both parties, that's somebody who's for and somebody who's against Peter Obi. Now, tell me what you think. Who do you think is actually speaking your mind? And what do you also think about the forthcoming election, guys? Now, over to what is happening in the country. You saw the flood that was around the Lagos, Lekki, Hazes, the likes of the Lekki phase 1 and phase 2 and the rest of them, and this was due to the poor drainage system we have in the country. And the third mainland bridge, that part of Lagos, was actually set aside to actually house all of those water when it's this period of flood and everything, and because of too many dump and debts around that has actually blocked that place, water is not flowing very well. And we had the Minister of Works in Lagos State come to do one or two things, trying to put things in order, trying to see that when it's raining again, the water is going to flow directly to where it's supposed to go to, and drainage is working very fine. I'm also going to be showing you a little video on that. Yes. This was the idea.
Location, you say that is it far back? Under this bridge, look at that side. Excellency. All this.
And then after, about a month now, we have been having this issue, or we have been having this case, or we have been having this thing with the Dangote group, where their trucks and their trailers are buying people here and there, causing a lot of accidents here and there. And we've been calling out for the government, and up until now, nothing has been said about that. Nothing has been done about that. And we really don't know what is happening. The way, you can say that the way the road traffic and those guys on the road, the way they stop young men when they are driving cars is not the same way they stop these guys when they drive wrongly, or they are not following the rules on the road. Now this is another Dangote's truck who have been involved in another accident, but thank God no life was lost in this particular accident. But you can see that the car was damaged, and we had somebody at the side of this vehicle who happens to be a road safety agent, but he wasn't saying anything about what just happened, guys. But you can imagine if this was a normal vehicle or another vehicle, and what would have happened. As a matter of fact, the Dangote truck driver was still ranting inside the vehicle. Like, there was no remorse of something that just happened, and you could hear a lot of people, a lot of students coming back from school yelling and shouting, crying, and nobody is happy about all this thing that's happening. So we actually need the government to come out, say something about this. We need the country to be structured right.
People, you be bad person. Waka, Dangote trailer, Dangote. You know what this man do? This man want people for road. Dangote trailer, they want people for road. Dangote trailer, they not good save us. This man they come to kill us. Dangote trailer. We see what they do. We see them. We see what they do. Dangote trailer, when they talk me, I just finished my defense, so I never even get work. Dangote trailer, they run it down. They should not leave.
And I'm also going to be showing some other videos at the end of this video. So if this is the first time you're seeing this channel, guys, do not forget to like, do not forget to subscribe, and also do not forget to share your concern on the comment section below.
So the governor of Zamfara State, Dauda Lawal, came out a few days ago to say that he can end banditry in just 2 months. But the problem is, he says he does not have control over the security agencies. Now, this is not the first time he has come out to say something like this. But before we get to that, let me explain what he means. Under our 1999 constitution, the police are under the command of the IGP, the Inspector General of Police, who answers and directly reports to the president. The army and other armed forces, also the same thing with them. They report to the commander-in-chief, who is the president of the nation. So even though the governors are called chief security officers of their states, they technically do not control the army, they do not control the police, they do not control the civil defenses. All they can do is beg Abuja or beg the presidency. Now here's the thing that blows my mind. We literally have a governor who is considered to be the head of his state, the 001 of his state, elected by the people, and yet here he is publicly admitting to being helpless. He knows who the bandits are, he knows where they live, he knows the people that are killing and massacring his citizens, and still there is nothing he can do about it, because apparently you would have to and need to play politics in order to save people's lives. While ordinary citizens are being slaughtered, kidnapped and terrorized by bandits, those in power are too busy playing politics with security. Frustration does not begin to cover how I feel about this. It's insane. And to me, this is where the whole democracy question comes into play. Because in my understanding, I thought democracy came to be for decentralization. A system where power is shared, where different levels of government have their own authority, just so that one man at the top does not control everything. But here we are in Nigeria, pretending to practice democracy, while every single major decision still comes down to the approval of the president. If that's the case, then what exactly are we doing? Why not just admit we have a supreme leader and stop all the pretense? Because the entire setup that we currently have in this country is not federalism, it is not decentralization, and it is certainly not democracy. Like I said at the start of this video, Dauda Lawal, this is not the first time that he's coming out to say this. I think a few years back or a few months back, he also came out to say that he can end banditry in 2 weeks, but he does not have the authority to do so. Either way, the story is still the same. People are dying every single day, but our leaders are too tied up in bureaucracy and playing politics instead of action. This is the contradiction of Nigerian federalism. We call ourselves a federation, and yet Abuja controls everything. Governors are supposed to be the chief security officers of their states, but in reality, they are powerless. And when Abuja fails, the people still blame the governors. Meanwhile, while all of this is happening, the APC in Zamfara are currently accusing the governor, Dauda Lawal, of having ties with criminals. So instead of uniting to fight against banditry, the lives of ordinary citizens have been reduced to political games. At the end of the day, it is the people that continue to suffer. Villages are being burned, families are being displaced. Ransom kidnapping has become a booming and profitable business in Nigeria, and the leaders we elected are either helpless or busy dragging each other. So please answer me this. How can we fight insecurity in this country when the person in charge of your whole state knows the killers of his people, admits that he knows this information openly, and still claims to be helpless, and still claims that he cannot act? Nigeria, honestly, who swear for us?
Enough of this is all that. We've had enough. Yeah. Then me market. We go money no. We dey protest. Never fan no. E am gwa say come property ni dey go there. Kana work. Here we have no. Ka adia. Ni there. Iya ngwa office wa. Adia kita no. We need you to energy. Because property dey man. So anya man no property dey acha bigedi be bro like ya. Ya be na iboku. Ya be na iboku office wa dey bada bigedi. Yeah, they wanna walk. They are packet kita. They are packet kind of make smoke protest. You opportunity dey bring go kita no. You opportunity dey bring. Yeah, moto.
Make una see me see problem. I beg, I want to ask one question. All the money when Nigerian president then they borrow, waiting and they carry and do. Since them bomb me come this life, you understand? Since my mama bomb me, you understand? From the time I was small, both the military president then borrow, then become democracy. All of them from Obasanjo, they begin borrow. Every year then they borrow money from China, borrow from America, bro. I beg, waiting. I mean, I only mean they see waiting and easy money do. I never see anything when there is that money do. Especially this Tinubu are the most useless president for the whole world. Every day in France they shake and Macron. Every day in Germany they greet the president. Every day they connect 10 days holiday, you understand? I never see waiting and all the money when they borrow. I want to beg, one of they see them. Because I don't know, see Dubai we borrow money, Dubai borrow money. They even ask Nigeria for money, Nigeria don't give them, they go meet other countries, you understand? Dubai we borrow money, they don't do their country finish, they don't pay back. Dubai they owe again, Dubai they owe, you understand? They don't pay back. Nigeria every year we borrow. Next week I go say president want borrow 20 trillion to take facilitate one thing. I beg. When I be only be I get eye problem. I need to see where, you understand? I never know since them bomb me. All the president I know they talk only to Tinubu, Jonathan, Obasanjo, all of them, even all the governors, so they borrow from other countries, say I'm bringing a foreign investigator, I'm bringing a foreign investor, they need to come and invest in our state. I beg when they see them, I be get eye problem. But seriously, what make me they think this in as I see Rwanda, our fellow African country, see Rwanda, they don't get taxi, aeroplane, taxi, their president don't beat aeroplane, we be taxi, you understand? Electric air taxi, they don't beat them in Nigeria, we never get anything. Every day, even governors, then they go bring China people come, they go bring American people come, say they want to partner with our state, to I beg when they see the partnership, because me, I don't see. Seriously, I never see. I beg, if I don't see, if they be like say no need to get eye problem because if the way what they see on Nigeria is very comfortable for Nigeria, you understand? It could be like say maybe they borrow that money, they give some people and they never reach some people's side, you understand? Because see Rwanda, see them. They don't do electric taxi when they fly for up, you understand? Nigeria, before Nigeria go get this, just know say we go get more 50 president to go. Seriously, and if I look at when all our president, they sabi travel, see Tinubu now. This year, he don't go France, he don't go Germany, he don't go summit. Which one are they go summit? Or I'm supposed to submit to themselves for beating. Seriously, Nigeria is a very useless country. And people need to see this, see Tinubu now, they 10 days holiday. People they buy for Nigeria, people they buy everywhere. And bandits, they destroy everywhere. President, they for only. President don't live in the one hotel now for abroad. 2 guests they massage the bike. They shall come on, baby. Leave those people to buy, man. President, baby. After president.